So, good Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen, and you're here. Welcome to the Coffee with Craig show this morning. We're here, of course, in the Newark offices of the Europa Property headquarters in our office studio today. And wow, is it cold in Warsaw. If you're in Warsaw, you know it's winter has come. I know I said this the last few days. It was minus 17 Celsius when I got in the car today. Ouch, that is cold. Anyway, we'll just jump right in. And as you know, we're reading the headlines of the news from EuropaProperty.com, covering kind of commercial real estate news, investments, what's going on in the market. You know, really to start this is just because if you watch any other news, you're not getting anything but maybe politics and COVID, and you know, we're trying to keep out of that. We'll keep this to 10 minutes as we always do. One interesting thing, we have a couple of guest speakers this week, so stay tuned. Some interesting stuff, one tomorrow. We'll talk about that a little later, but anyway, just kind of going through the news. We got a few interesting things that popped up on Friday last week, and also after I read the news, and also this morning, Monday. But we got an interesting food service from CoverPoint Food Service Consulting. We got their 5-year annual report, F&B sector. Interesting stuff. I mean, they're really, several in the report. There's several examples and points of some new innovative ways that the food operators are reaching their customer base. You know, these days the whole world is kind of full of sizzling chicken websites and carbon footprint labeled menus. So interesting things on that and how things are happening there. And one of the big I saw in the information is Las Vegas has now opened their first non-smoking, non-gambling hotel, really focused on well-being and lifestyle. So that's something that would have never worked before, I don't think. Also, one other thing I saw in the report that looks interesting is just, of course, drive-throughs are nothing new, but also just the huge increase of investment into dark kitchens. Really seeing huge amounts of money going into that just for delivery. I think they assume this is going to be going on forever. Anyway, if you want a copy of this report, you can get it for free. You can go to their website or just drop me an email, and I'll send you the link for it. Some other things that are kind of interesting in the news. ING High Tech Poland is going to relocate to relocate to their global office park in Katowice. 16,000 square meters in the building is Global Office Park Complex in Katowice, which is developed by Kavitina Holdings, which is big Polish developer down there, and they're doing loads of interesting stuff. Wild Berries, another company to watch out for. They are Wild Berries, if you haven't heard of them before, they're a large international online retailer. They've just opened in Germany, 10th country to launch. I know we're not covering Germany, but you can imagine it's coming to Poland and Central Eastern Europe. 4 million products already on the market for them in the German market, 40,000 brands. So very interesting, and keep an eye on them for coming to Central Eastern Europe, and maybe even, who knows, taking some potential locations. Also a lot on, a lot on warehouse, a lot on industrial, a new plastics producer in Rzeszów, Teraz, which is producing performance polymers, 5,000 square meters. Rzeszów, they're taking space in the 7R City Flex Rzeszów Airport location. So another big project there. Renius Logistics expands at Maple Tree Park in Szczecin. Also another big project, operation there. 52,000 square meters already, looking to extend to potentially 102,000. So Renius Logistics and Rzeszów, interesting. Also another logistics issue, and this is something interesting. Also with M4 Real Estate is establishing a deal with Impost. So Impost, I imagine, is at most of the shopping centers now, or if not, take a look at it. But anyway, they're improving the logistics end of Impost there. little bit on our Who's Who section. This wasn't from yesterday. It was from a week or so ago, but interesting stuff, and maybe people that you know. At Gleeds, Tadeusz Yahovic, he's been promoted now, and he's now the regional director for Gleeds Europe, Middle East, and Africa region. So, most of us probably know Tadeusz from CE or Poland. Anyway, he's been there, probably 20 plus years, and, obviously expanding the operation. Another one that I'd seen on, but probably someone that Christopher Zuner, he's now Chief Investment Officer at R7. So another interesting, it didn't just happen, but interesting position there. Not surprising that CMS Poland has announced a new commercial real estate and construction person, which is Karolina Mode. So definitely worth saying hi to her as well. So anyway, check out our website. We've got a lot of other interesting news, a lot of things I just couldn't cover in this short bit of time. Some interesting stuff on what's happening with high streets and how they're coming back as they're allowed to be open at the moment, and for some reason shopping centers aren't. Same with the rise of retail parks doing incredibly well, as they don't have any competition either. But check out our website, lots of daily news, subscribe to it. We got our weekly newsletter. Of course, January 29th is our next Zoom business mixer and wine tasting, so sign up for that. Sign up for being as a subscriber. It's free entrance to that as well. It starts on Friday at 4 o'clock. A lot of fun. Everyone gets to say a few words and talk about their business. Peter Pawlowski from Dom Vina is putting this on, the wine tasting part of it on. We picked 6 great wines. You can see some earlier posts on it, or drop me a message. I'm happy to send you some further information on it. Updates on our retail awards, which is coming up February 10th and 11th. We've got some new jury members from Samsung Electronics, A&A Holdings, Abscess, of course, Sierra Belmain, Blue City, interesting AS Retail Advisor, which is, they're advising several retailers where to open up locations. And a couple got Greater and a couple other Turkish retailers looking to enter the market here. So the short list for the nominations coming out this week. It's been sent off to the jury on Friday, so very exciting stuff. And again, thank you to our sponsors, which is VTEX, PBB, Deutsche Pfandbrief Bank, New Work, of course, Hebe, Equius, Actium Group, Galleria Helm, Capil, and Real Estate Institute. On the one thing I didn't get to on Friday, but just to mention, wow, projects. You kind of sometimes you think all this crazy stuff going on, there's no projects in retail, but we have a lot. From Dakota, Nisa, Galleria Helm, Fashion House has a great, the outlet center in St. Petersburg. We've got Buda Park in Hungary. I'm not going to name them all off. I'm just the locations. Riga, of course, Vendo Park from Tree Real Estate Poland. There's 2 of them, one in Częstochowa and one in Jawor, so that's opening up. Of course, we can't forget about Elektrowina Powiśle from White Star, also excellent kind of shopping destination location. Our Huva, looking at our our Europa Property app for the retail awards. We've got another, I just noticed here on people to contact. There's another 9 people that have signed up over the weekend, so we've got quite a lot of, probably can't see that very well, but we've got quite a lot of people that you can contact immediately as a member or as a ticket holder or sponsor of this event. Southeastern European Awards coming up April 7th and 8th. Very exciting stuff. We've got a super interesting guest speaker tomorrow and probably one on Wednesday or Thursday. So we'll stay tuned for that, and have a good morning and a good day. Thank you for being part of Coffee with Craig.